Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's boy HD MMA back at it again with another video. We got another prediction. I'm turning this one in at fucking 11:59 p.m. on some wrote up the essay in 3 hours type shit. Y'all know how it is back in school and shit like that, or in college if you're in there. But yeah, this is a last minute do assignment type shit type vibe. And yeah, we're just gonna get into this. We got Royval versus Kape for the main event. I'm gonna go through every fight on the card, starting with the first fight on the prelims. For this first fight, we got Jamie Linharth. Linharth. I don't know why I thought I said that wrong. Jamie Linharth versus Teresa Bleda. I'm going with Teresa Bleda by UD here, by that big women's special unanimous decision. First off, she's big for a flyweight, and her only loss is to Natalia Silva, who is very good. She's like ranked second in the division on a big like win streak and shit like that. She has a big reach advantage over Linharth. She's very good grappler. She's a very good grappler. She has good top control, good takedowns. Like I said, big for the division. 5'9" with a 71-inch reach at women's flyweight. That's like fucking like featherweight numbers and shit like that. At least for women. So she's very big and long. I think she's gonna be able to land shots on the feet against Linharth. I think she's gonna be able to take her down. Land ground and pound on her, and land some good knees in the clinch. I think she hurt her opponent in the Contender Series with a good knee to the body, dropped her with that. I think she'll be able to get those against Linharth. And yeah, I just think she'll be able to outland her, outstrike her, outgrapple her, land ground and pound to a decision. Linharth, she's very average, not really not really that good at anything. At women's flyweight, all of her skill sets are very average. I think a girl like Blade, she has the physicality and the skill set to pull this one through for a decision. So yeah, I'm going with Teresa Bleda by decision. Moving on, we got hold on. Yeah, moving on, we got Alan Fry Jr. versus Guilherme Pat. Now this was pretty fucking fix my camera. Pretty fucking abysmal for me to research because both these guys are very green. They don't have a lot of fight experience, and they're very at least one of them fucking I don't know why I said both, but Pat over here, our boy Pat, he's very he looked very I want to say sauced up in his when he was at before like the UFC and shit, before in his like earlier fights. He looks pretty fucking ripped and shit. He looked like a damn like the main character of Baywatch out this bitch. In some of his earlier fights. But here I'm going with Alan Fry by round 1 TKO. I think Fry, he's fought higher level comp. He has a good ability to kind of sway momentum. He'll like kind of get beat up in stuff early in the fight, and he has a good ability to take that, weather the storm, come back in his own way, throw big flurries and hurt his opponent back when he's after he's weathered the storm, and he throws more combinations, and he has good finishing instincts. He knows when you're hurt, and he knows when to go for the kill and when to put it on you. Yeah, I think that will pull through. A guy like Pat, he's very like kind of in and out, kind of more of like that fast, very like kind of karate explosive style. And he's very he doesn't really have the speed for it. With his hand speed, he is tall, and he is like more slender. He's at heavyweight, he's like he's 236 at heavyweight, which is very light for a heavyweight. Fry is definitely gonna be heavier, and he's has less muscle. So he might be even a bit faster than Fry, but I don't think he has like the necessary like power in his hands. He doesn't really like have that sort of like MVP kind of like real speed in his hands to really like catch you off guard with it and really like knock you down on your feet and make you kind of very like weary and shell up with it to really fear him and really impose his will on his opponent. So yeah, I think Alan Fry, I think he's gonna be able to weather the storm, take the punches of fucking Pat over here. Of Pat. I think he's gonna be able to weather the storm, and once that storm is weathered, I think he's gonna be able to punt the combinations on Pat. Pat does carry his hands low. Like I said, that kind of karate stance, that MVP stance, he does carry his hands low, Pat. And I think later as the fight goes on, I think Fry is gonna be able to overwhelm him with the combinations, and like in an exchange clip him and sort of like finish him up against the cage, like unloading big punches on him on some featherweight Dustin Poirier kind of shit. So yeah, I'm going with Alan Fry Jr., our boy, to get it done in the first by TKO. Moving on, we got Melissa Croden versus Luana Santos. I'm going with Santos. Jesus. I'm going with Santos by a second round sub. So here's my metric, my barometer for this fight right here. Both of these girls fought Thainara Lisboa I think both of them in their last fight, if I'm not mistaken. Both of these girls fought Thainara Lisboa, and Santos beat her way more dominantly than Croden did. Croden, especially early in the fight, she struggled with Thainara Lisboa. She was getting kind of pieced up, getting like controlled, getting taken down here and there, and then she rallied late and got a big finish. Got a comeback finish against Lisboa, where Santos, she was able to control Lisboa from pretty much the moment the fight started till the finish. Controlled her, stayed on her with the top control, with the ground and pound, and I think she's gonna be able to do it. And then subbed her. I think she's gonna be able to do that to Croden. She's gonna be able to control her on the ground, land ground and pound, not let Croden get up and kind of get back up to her feet all that often. I think she can do that for the majority of the rounds in this fight. I think she's going to be able to do that for the majority of the first and the second. And I think she's going to be able to take advantage of kind of like the slow starting of Croden and kind of put it on her with the grappling and get a sub in I would say like late in the second, or maybe like in the middle of the second round. So yeah, I'm going with Luana Santos by a second round sub. Yeah. Moving on, we got Sean Sharaf versus Sean Sharaf versus Steven Aspelid. I'm going with fucking Sharaf here by first round TKO. I think he has better grappling than Aspelid over here. I think he has better grappling. And Aspelid's his only loss. Jesus, his only loss, he got taken down and subbed, which I think Sharaf is going to be able to do. He has good wrestling, good takedowns. He has power in the hands. I think he's going to be able to take him down, ground and pound him, control him on top. with these heavyweights, it's kind of whoever gets on top first usually stays there and wins in heavyweight grappling. So I think Sharaf is going to be able to do that to Aspblood, who is just the most blobbiest fucking motherfucker you've ever seen in your life. This guy might be more blobby than fucking Shamil Gaziev. This guy might be the new blob king, the blob destroyer, the mythical blob we've all been searching for after Shamil Gaziev fell. So yeah, I think Sean Sharaf is going to be able to put it on him with the grappling, get that over him, and fucking hit him with that ground and pound TKO. Some real fat man shit. So yeah, I'm going with Sean Sharaf by first round TKO. All right, we got Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. Holy fucking shit. I got Neil Magny by a round 3 TKO. Amosov's good, but I don't think he's get past Neil Magny good. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has very bad habits on the feet. Amosov. He does like lean to one side when, especially when he's like blitzing and coming forward. He does like lean to one side, and that caused him to get clipped over and over again with that right uppercut by Jason Jackson when he fought him in Bellator. He was getting clipped over and over again with a step back right uppercut square on the chin, was stinging him the whole time and dropped him. And then he got finished. So yeah, he does have bad habits like leaning to one side. He is very good on the ground. He has decent offensive wrestling. He has good submissions too, with like the Darce and the Anaconda, good front headlock submissions. But I think Neil Magny can, as the fight goes on, I think he can stuff the takedowns, and counter wrestle back Amosov. I think he can do that. I think he can keep it at range with the kicks, with the front kicks of Neil Magny, like the leg kicks, the teeps. Neil Magny, he doesn't really in like kind of stay at range. He doesn't really Neil Magny doesn't really do too much in the boxing. He does just kind of stand there with his hands up. He'll like reset himself, then like get it back into his fighting stance, reset himself, throw a couple kicks. He doesn't really do too much with the hands, but with the grappling, I think he can stuff the takedowns, counter wrestle, and maybe get his own takedowns. And I also think he can get on top and get into dominant position and ground and pound to a TKO. So I think we're looking at a crafty Neil Magny comeback masterclass where he fucking loses like the first two and rallies in the third and gets that late finish that he's been hitting people with. He's got 2 of those. So yeah, I think he's gonna pull it off again in this fight. Moving on, we got Joanderson Brito versus Isaac Thompson. This fucking pissed me off so much that he doesn't have a P right here. This fucking P, that he doesn't have a P right between the fucking M and the S. Fucking Thompson, Jesus. Gotta go through more of that shit with this guy. Yeah, I got Joanderson Brito by second round TKO. Brito, he's very aggressive. He's very pressure heavy. He throws very wild. He's very scrappy. Thompson, when I first fucking was researching this guy, right, for this fight card, it said this guy was fucking 2-2 on ESPN. And now since he's like a day before the event, they updated it to 9-2. So yeah, this is why they're losing the UFC to Paramount. Jesus. Both of these fucks can't even get their websites right. So yeah, I'm going with Joanderson Brito by second round TKO. I already said that already, so I don't know why I'm saying that again. Yeah, I was talking about fucking lost my train of thought. I was talking about fucking Thompson. Thompson, he's very I was gonna say he's unexperienced, but I guess not. I thought I was fucking researching someone else, but just ESPN is dog shit. Um, Thompson, he's very active off of his back when he gets taken down. He throws up a lot of like triangles, goes for legs and shit like that. He's also very dynamic on the feet. He'll throw like flying knees. He'll throw like wheel kicks and all that shit. He does kind of have he like stands in front of you, trying to pick his shots very well. That's something he does. He does like get tired, especially when the grappling is mixed up, and he also has good like kind of defense with the submissions. Thompson, but Joe Anderson Brito has good wrestling too, good takedowns, and good submission defense as well. So, and he also has a great leg kicks, Brito. So I think he can sort of not take down, but take the fight to Thompson, pressure him, kind of get him to back up to the cage, get him to open up. I also think he can take Thompson down, avoid the submissions of Thompson, kind of get on top, avoid the like the leg attacks and stuff and the triangles. On Thompson, throw ground and pound, fucking clip him on the feet too. I think he can clip Thompson on the feet. Jesus, I think he can clip Thompson on the feet. Throw very wild and like kind of like in the pocket exchanges. That's something Brito does very well. I do think he has more power in the hands than Thompson. Yeah, I think he can do that to Thompson, and I also think he can hurt him in an exchange in later in the round. And Brito has good cardio too, so I think he can stay in there for the entire fight, kind of exchange with him, make Thompson exchange with him. That's what I want to fucking say. Make Thompson exchange with him on the feet, and clip him as the fight goes on and hurt him and finish him. So yeah, I'm going with the fucking Joe Anderson Brito by second round TKO. That's rough night. Moving on, we got Amanda Lemos versus Jillian Robertson. I am going with Amanda Lemos by unanimous decision. Robertson, she's on a win streak, 4-fight win streak, but none of the girls she beat are really that good. They're very low level. She beat fucking like Polyana Viena, fucking Michelle Watterson, like I think Vanessa Dumopoulos, I think also. Yeah, so fucking Lemos. She just fought the fucking former title challenger Tatiana Suarez and was putting it on her and putting hands on her late in the third. And she also stuffed a lot of the takedowns of Suarez, and I think she's going to be able to do that to Jillian Robertson. Robertson, she uses the grappling a lot, and I think Lemos, she's going to be able to stuff all the takedowns, and she has more power in the hands than Robertson. Robertson's just kind of frail bodied a little bit, very like skinny. She doesn't really have that pop in her shots that Lemos has, and I think Lemos is going to be able to hurt her on the feet, stuff the takedowns, and outland her and outstrike her to a clear unanimous decision. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Amanda Lemos by unanimous decision. I'm not that confident in her like stopping ability, but I do think she's gonna be able to hurt Robertson. Maybe not finish her, but hurt her for sure. Moving on, we got Bobby fucking Green versus Lance Gibson. If Bobby Green does not fucking win this matchup, he's gonna get cut from the UFC. I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Um, Lance Gibson, he is actually fucking dog shit at fighting. Like this guy is like the UFC 5 career mode NPC that you fight when you like first get into the UFC. Like when you fucking knock out all the fucking bums in the backyard of whatever fucking shit promotion EA thought of and cooked up for the game. When you knock out all those guys and you first get signed to the UFC, this is the guy you get. This is the fucking motherfucker that you're supposed to chin in the UFC to get to like get in there and start your career mode off. So he got like dropped by a jab by fucking Vladimir Tukov or some shit like that. Got dropped by like a backstep jab, finished up on the ground. If Bobby Green doesn't finish this shit in like the first, I would say 5 exchanges, when these guys start fighting in the first round, in like the first 5 exchanges, Bobby Green should like put a stiff jab on him, throw right hand behind it, fucking finish this guy up. Easy easy work. So I'm going with Bobby Green by round 1 KO. Moving on. We got Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Marcus Buchecha. I'm going with Nzechukwu here by a second round TKO. I think Nzechukwu, he can defend the takedowns of Buchecha, who looked very fucking shit against Martin Buday, if I'm not gonna lie to you. He looked very he couldn't get the fucking grappling going, couldn't get the takedowns. Even when he did take him down, Martin Buday, he stood back up. Buchecha really didn't do anything with it, in terms of like position, in terms of like getting offense off and shit like that. Couldn't do anything with that, and he got pieced up on the feet. Kind of all fight got his takedown stuff, got pieced up on the feet, lost unanimous decision, and I think Nzechukwu can do something similar, but with more power, and more speed. Chukwu is a former lightweight moving up. He is lighter than Buday, and I do think he's going to be faster than Buday. He also has the reach advantage and height advantage, so it's going to be a bit harder for Buday to kind of like grapple him and kind of muscle him around and kind of manipulate him in the grappling to do what he pleases. And Nzechukwu, he has power in the hands. Nzechukwu is a slow starter, and he's very kind of easy like pressurable like backwards. Nzechukwu, he kind of, when he moves forward, he's all offense, but when he moves backward, he's all defense. He prefers kind of just to stand in the center with you, and he's very linear in Nzechukwu. He kind of just goes back. He doesn't really like circle out or anything like that. So I see that being a problem for Nzechukwu, and something that Martin Buday can maybe use, but in reality, I don't think Martin Buday kind of has the striking to really back up Nzechukwu, and I don't think he has the offensive wrestling to hold down and take down Nzechukwu. I think as the fight goes on, Nzechukwu stuffs the takedowns, kind of gets his groove on the feet, and I think in like the second he'll start to put hands on him, or maybe like late in the first he'll start to kind of put hands on Buchecha as he finds his groove, hurts him and finishes him. So I'm going with Kennedy Nzechukwu by second round TKO. Moving on, we got Maquelza Costa versus fucking Morgan Charrier. Jesus. I'm going with Charrier by third round TKO. I think Charrier, he has better boxing and power in the hands, or better boxing and more power in the hands than Costa. Costa, he looks kind of fucking frail, to be honest. He looks very very like wiry. He has good grappling. He has like quick submissions. He's quick to hop on a guillotine if someone shoots a head outside single on him. He's quick to snatch up that guillotine. He doesn't. He throws not he doesn't. He throws more combos than Morgan over here. But Morgan has more power. So I see kind of Morgan kind of coming back with power after the end of Costa's combinations. And Costa, as the fight goes on, he does like sort of wilt and slow down, and he does like get backed up to the cage a lot. He goes back very linearly, and stands right in front of you. So yeah, I think as the fight goes on, Cherrier is gonna like loop over the like kind of longer, straighter shots of Costa. Start to put it on him with the power, put it on him with the hands. Back up Costa to the fence, kind of start to tee off on him a bit as the fight goes on. And I see him. I turned into fucking Mike Tyson for a second. I see him singing him with a hook and finishing him up against the cage. So yeah, I'm going with Morgan by that third round TKO. Moving on to the featured fight of the night, we got Cesar Almeida versus Cezary Oleksiejczuk. I'm going with Oleksiejczuk by round 1 TKO. I think Oleksiejczuk, he's way cleaner in the boxing than Almeida. Almeida, he was kind of getting pieced up by Abdul Razak Al Hassan, like up until the finish, of course. But he got dropped by Al Hassan. He was getting stung up, getting pressured up against the cage, getting like kind of teed off on with the hooks. And Oleksiejczuk, he's very good with the boxing, very snappy, good power in his hands. He fights behind the jab, sticks the jab, and moves behind it. And when the fight starts, I do see Oleksiejczuk establishing that jab early, getting that range with that jab, finding it on Cesar Almeida, who does keep his hands down low. Almeida keeps his hands down low. I see Oleksiejczuk sticking behind that jab, doubling up on it, tripling up on it, stuff like that. And like I want to say like in the middle of the first, or maybe even early in the first, throws a right hand behind that jab, clips Almeida. I'm only gonna say he fucking clips himself. Clips Almeida, drops him with it and finishes him on the ground. So yeah, I'm going with I'm not saying Sharia. Fucking Serzier. Jesus, how am I forgetting these guys' names? What the fuck is going on in my head? I see Oleksiejczuk. Fuck the first name. I see Oleksiejczuk putting it on Almeida with the boxing and finishing him. So yeah. Oleksiejczuk, first round TKO. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on with me tonight? Moving on, we got Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. I'm going with Vallejos by unanimous decision. Giga Chikadze, we all know he doesn't like pressure. He doesn't like getting put on him. He doesn't like backing up. And I think Vallejos can do that in spades to fucking Chikadze over here. I think he can stay in front of Chikadze, pressure him, take the center, get Chikadze's back to the cage, start to sort of loop over the straight shots of Chikadze, over like the jab, throw the right hand over the jab, throw a left hand over the right hand of fucking of a Chikadze. I think he can defend the kicks of Chikadze. and I also think he can take down and grapple Chikadze. Yeah, I think I see as the fight goes on, I see Vallejos looping over the straight shots, clipping him with that, getting takedowns on Chikadze, pressuring him up against the cage. Chikadze is tough. I don't think Vallejos is going to be able to finish Chikadze. That's why I said by unanimous decision, but I do think he can hurt him, drop him, like stumble him, especially up against the cage, and I think he can definitely like put it on him with the pressure and win by a good little unanimous decision. So I'm going with Ken Vallejos, and he's also young too. He's 24. He's looking really good for a young 24-year-old. So yeah, he took it to John Silva as well. So yeah, I'm going with Kevin Vallejos by unanimous decision. Moving on, we got the main event. I didn't even fucking say this was a co-main event. Moving on, we got the main event. We got fucking Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. I am going with Manel Kape by unanimous decision. I think Manel Kape, he's going to be able to do what Joshua Van did to Royval, but with more power and speed. Kape, he has good shot selection. Well, he has good shot selection, good pressure on the front foot. And I think what he can do, I think he can counter fucking Royval at the end of Royval's combinations with more powerful shots. Clip him coming in, as Royval does with like that jab. He does like start his combinations off with the jab. I think Kape can move, throw like a right hand over that jab, clip him coming in, clip him at the end of the long sort of stretch out combinations, especially in the fucking first 3 rounds of the fight. I think as the fight goes on, Royval can take over with his cardio and his pace, but the first 3 rounds I see Kape landing the more powerful shots, the cleaner shots, looking fast, looking kind of switched on, getting that groove that he gets into. And yeah, I also see him hurting Royval like over the top with the right hand. As Royval comes in, I don't think he finishes Royval because Royval is very tough. He has a good chin. But I do see him like stumbling Royval like Joshua Van did, dropping him, and like definitely winning the first 3 rounds. So yeah, I'm going with and also I think he can defend the grappling of Royval, defend the takedowns. Manel Kape has a good sprawl, very aware of the takedowns. I think he can also do that to Royval. So yeah, those are my picks and predictions for the for this Royval Kape card. Like I said, I got Manel Kape by unanimous decision, Kevin Vallejos by unanimous decision, Oleg Shachek by first round KO, Charrier by third round TKO, and Chuku by second round TKO, Bobby Green by first round KO, Amanda Lemos unanimous decision, Brito by second round KO, Neil Magny by third round KO, Sharaf by first round TKO, Santos by sub, fucking Fry by first round TKO, and Bleda by unanimous decision. I think I said. Let me see. Yeah, unanimous decision. So yeah, those are all my picks. Please bet the entire house on all of my picks. You guys know I'm always right with all of these. Kidding, but yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Last card of the year till we get that delicious, sweet, succulent Paramount card. I can't wait for that shit. I cannot wait for 2026. It's gonna be a good fucking year. I know it is. I absolutely know it is. for the UFC. So yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys enjoy the fights. I think this fight is gonna be majority. I mean, this card is gonna be majority finishes. It's got to be for such a low hype card. It's got to be there's got to be some good finishes on here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to like, comment, sub. I will be posting my my instant reaction and breakdown once this card is over. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Stay subscribed for that. Turn on the bell notifications to make sure you don't miss it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.